We're back now at 8:20 this morning on today's travel. New tricks to make your next trip a little bit easier. From social seating to speedier check-ins, airlines are making some pretty big changes. Travel expert Claire Newell is author of Travel Best Bets, an insider's guide to taking the best trips ever. Claire, good to see you.
Thanks for having me.
So the TSA is experimenting with something that is called pre-check. And I think I like the sound of this. What's it about?
Good. It's really good. It's just in a pilot program right now. It's only 4 airports. But imagine not having to take your coat off, your computer out of the bag, take the money out of your pockets. You basically just walk through.
So how do I qualify to do that, and why isn't this going to hurt security at those airports?
Well, it's quite a test program, and it's only for what's called trusted travelers who are already pre-screened by transport security agents through the Customs and Border Patrol.
So you fill out a pretty lengthy application. They do a pretty good background check on you, and then they can be secure that you're going to stay good.
Well, you would hope so, absolutely.
Right.
The one thing about this is the other people who are lucky enough to do it are some cherry-picked people who are real road warriors. They're on the road a lot, super elite for 5 different airlines.
A couple of things I want to mention. There still will be random security checks, so these people will not always speed through the lines.
Nobody's guaranteed.
Right.
And the actual process itself is quite all-encompassing. You actually have to go to a website. The thing to remember, you go to Google and you put in the word GOES, G-O-E-S. And that's the easiest way to get the application. And you fill it out like you would a passport. But then it's a little more involved. You need the pictures and to prove that you're a lawful citizen.
Right.
And then you actually go in for a meeting with them. And it's a tough meeting, not just with one Customs and Border Protection agent, multiple. Just real quickly, can I do this if I'm traveling with kids? You can. In fact, my kids are already considered trusted travelers. Well worth it. And what's so great about it is it's about $100, but it's the best money you could ever spend. You actually will see all of these people in lineups going through security, and there's a special line for trusted travelers.
All right, let's move on. There's something called social seating that some airlines are dabbling in. What exactly is it?
Dabbling in, and KLM is the biggest airline that's actually doing this right now, and it's still in its very small stages, only on 2 different flights at the moment. But basically, once you've booked on a flight, and you look at the seat map, you can upload your profile off of LinkedIn or off of Facebook, and someone can take a look at it and pick you as their seatmate.
So you then have a person sitting next to you that might share your interests, although I understand you cannot reject someone as a seatmate.
You need to go back into your profile, into your seat map, take a look at who they are, and if you really don't want them, then you can actually move seats up to 2 days prior, or you can just go back to the anonymous way and just pick a different seat completely.
So is there a social category for people like me that do not even attempt to talk to me if I have my headsets on, people?
I'm with you. I want to go. I want to watch a movie. I might want to have a nap.
But you can put that in. You can say, I'm the type of person who likes to fly quietly.
Then you would like Air New Zealand, because Air New Zealand right now has a program where if there's an empty seat for about $50 or $60, you can actually book an empty seat if it's not full. You get refunded if the flight gets full and someone has to sit there. But I would pay. I would pay to have no one beside me.
Speaking of paying, these airport lounges are a great convenience for a lot of people who travel frequently, and now they're not only for VIPs. Tell me about this program.
Well, it used to be just unless you were booking in business class or first class, you didn't have access to these lounges. Much more available now. Even if you're just going in economy, you can pay between $25 and $40. And you know what's interesting, Matt, is that the average person spends about $20 at the airport on food, magazines, and that kind of thing. In the airport lounge, it's all included. The fees are about $25 to $40.
PriorityPass.com?
PriorityPass.com is the best value. 600 airport lounges all around the world, $99 a year. That is a steal if you are a road warrior traveler.
Just 30 seconds left. Just remind people, new laws make sure that when you book a flight, all the fees and all the taxes are included in the price of that ticket.
This is new law that the government has put in place that everything has to be included, so it's much easier for the consumer to know what they're paying. And another new rule that's great for consumers, you can put a 24-hour hold on a flight without paying.
I like that one, too. Claire Newell. Claire, thank you very much.
Thanks, Matt.